this, so I thought it'd be easier. I recently read somewhere that at the end of each day, every man asks himself, have I made my family proud today, or did I at least make their life a little better? That's the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of Lee. He made all of our lives better for having known him and loved him. When I met him, I didn't realize the impact he would have on my life, but now I do. See, Lee lived the way I think we all should strive to. Lee was such a good man. He was quiet and kind of shy, a man of few words, but when he spoke, everyone listened. He always had this kind of smirk on his face, like he knew something we didn't, like some inside joke I had missed. I met Lee through Marty. Marty had Chris and Lee working for him already, so once Darren joined the crew, we all kind of became a little family. So for the past 17 months, we all spent a lot of time together. When I wasn't working, I'd bring the guys lunch to the job site. Lee's favorite time of day, that and quitting time. When I'd come pick up Darren after work, Lee would be so excited to see me because he knew it was time to go. He'd whisper to me, hey, you gotta tell Chris it's time to go. He's been chatting up for hours. I'd come in and I'd help him start wrapping things up, and we'd all catch up on life and joke about Marty. Turns out we all like to golf too, everyone except for Chris. So of course we had to teach Chris how to swing the club. Lee took Chris to the driving range for the first time. Lee was good at making everyone feel welcome. Golf was a hobby that we all loved and shared. Marty would talk about Lee's swing before we ever played with him. He'd brag about this bomb drive he had, and he wasn't lying. Lee had an effortless swing. He was honestly like Happy Gilmore. That ball would fly for miles, and everyone around us would just stop and stare with their jaw dropped, and we would all just laugh and shake our heads. Man, he could really hit the ball. I was the only girl in the group, so Lee was always joke when I'd out-drive Darren off the tee. He always had a way of making me feel seen amongst a group of guys. Lee was a kind, genuine soul. He was mellow, humble, and down to earth. He rarely got upset, and he always had a smile on his face. He was dedicated to improving himself and bettering his life. He always kept his word. He never missed a commitment or appointment. He worked full-time, went to school full-time, and still, no matter how busy he was always was willing to show up for his friends, no matter what it was. He could always relate and make you feel like it was all going to be okay. He truly cared about his friends, his family, and his dog Girl with his whole heart. He'd bring Girl with him whenever he could, even on the golf course with the guys, until the marshal came out and told him the dog had to go. There were so many times that he'd call Darren just to see how he was feeling. He made a difference in our lives. He always made us laugh. We loved his stories of his amazing trips with Flora, all the places they'd seen together. We kind of lived our adventures through him. I miss him, but I'm so grateful that God put him in my life even for a short time. He didn't need to preach to anyone about anything. Just by being himself, he showed us all how to live to the fullest and how to treat people with respect and kindness always. He showed us how to stick it out through the tough times and to never give up. He showed us how to strive to be better people in whatever way we could each day. Tomorrow's never promised. I believe it's in the memories we leave behind us that matter, and the impression that we leave on those we meet while we're here. Lee was truly an angel among us, called home way too soon. But the memories that he left us with will last a lifetime, and the example he set, we can all strive to be. Live like Lee.